Hi there! In this video, we are going to look at how to set up dimensions by creating new dimensional values, then associating them within Financials for Office 365. If you are unfamiliar with dimensional tagging and the concept of dimensions, please watch the introduction video from the link in the description. Just to recap, a dimension is data or a context that you add to an entry to act as a kind of marker. This allows Financials for Office 365 to group entries with similar characteristics and easily retrieve these groups for analysis purposes. This means you can gain insight into your business activities and performance, while reducing the manual work required to maintain your financials and chart of accounts. First, let's review how you would set up a dimension within Financials. Search dimension in the universal search function, like so, and click on the related link. Here you can create a dimension and populate it with dimensional values. Within our demo database, we already have multiple dimensions being used. In your business, they could be cost centers, tagging expenses, or funding sources, fully tracking the movement of funds throughout your business. Today, our business has expanded to New Zealand, and we need to incorporate the expansion in our financials. Instead of adding an extensive number of sub-accounts across our chart of accounts, we only need to expand one of our dimensions. It's that simple. Let's add a beginning total, 2 standard dimensional values to account for the North and South Island, then a totaling value for the whole of New Zealand. Like so. And that quickly we have set up New Zealand as part of our business and our financials. Next, let's add the dimension to a new customer. Dimensions can be associated with customers, suppliers, items, bank accounts, and various parts of Financials for Office 365. This will allow for the dimension to auto-populate and reduce manual entry. We can add a dimension to the customer New Concepts Furniture by looking at Navigate in the ribbon and clicking on dimensions like so. Here we have 3 dimensions already tagged against the customer. Just click New, choose the dimension, then choose the dimensional value. You have the option to enable value posting, which specifies how default dimensions and their values must be used. If you wish to learn more about this, click on the field header and click on Help. Here you have a definition for each option. For this example, this means there must be a dimensional value used for this dimension every time this customer is used. We have set the default value to be New Zealand North Island. And that is how you set up a dimension against the customer. The same steps are taken for vendors, items, etc. Now that we've done this, you have to ensure that your dimensions are included within the relevant setup pages. For instance, if you wish to include them as a global and shortcut dimension, you must search General Ledger Setup, like so. Here we can see departments and programs are the 2 global dimensions. This can also be relevant for our shortcut dimensions. As we can see here in Sales and Receivable Setup, we can choose a dimension for our customer groups and a dimension for our salespeople. Great! We have seen in this video how to add dimensional values and associate them within Financials for Office 365. If you have any questions while using Financials for Office 365, you can click on the question mark for a Windows-specific help page. If you want help with a field, click on the caption and select the relevant option, like so. And that is how you set up dimensions within Financials for Office 365.